To be honest, I was sad when I saw the Find N3 because for a smartphone lover like me who want a foldable phone, OPPO's Find N series is a very good option. Now that the Find N3 has gotten bigger, it just doesn't seem as unique as it could be. But that's not all bad. The bigger size also means the N3 can put more stuff inside. For example, better cameras. If you just look at the camera specs, it's definitely the best photographic foldable phone out there, except for the 1-inch sensor that just won't fit in. The other two are at the top. You won't believe how poorly lighted when these photos were taken. It picked up all the details in where my eyes cannot see. That's the advantage of having a bigger sensor. Both the telephoto and ultra-wide camera take almost as great photos as the main camera, whether in daytime or at night. The telephoto in particular, despite the optical zoom is only 3x, it can zoom out to 6x with in-sensor zoom technology. Even at 10x, it takes super sharp photos without much sharpening algorithms. I would say this is the best photography foldable phone I've ever used, even a little better than Mix Fold 3. You guys might not be familiar with this Find N3, but you must know the OnePlus Open. Yes, the Find N3 and the OnePlus Open are exactly the same phone. In APAC, South Asia, Middle East, and Latin America, they will be released under the OPPO name, while the others will be released under the OnePlus name, and the one we got is the global version of the N3. Like the OnePlus Open, the N3 has OnePlus' signature alert slider, but there are also a number of colorways that the OnePlus Open doesn't have, such as the red vegan leather and the gold glass vision I have here. This gold color isn't too intense, it's as elegant as a sunset hitting on a white phone. Thanks to its flat frame, it doesn't slip when I unfold it. This time, I have updated the weight and thickness list of the photo phones, and as you can see, the Find N3 is not the smallest, nor the thinnest, or the heaviest. As I said at the beginning, I still prefer the compact look of the N2, but with such a large camera module, I can totally accept it. It also explains why other brands don't want to use good cameras, because it would be heavier and thicker. Of course, the Find N3 screen gets the regular upgrades. The gap between the internal and the external screens has been reduced, with the clarity and brightness looking more unified. The external screen also doesn't have any curved edges, it's a completely flat screen. In fact, I think the biggest improvement has to be the hinge, with the new hinge making the creases in the screen almost invisible. Of all the foldable phones we've reviewed, it has the flattest internal screen I've ever seen. I'm pretty happy with the screen and there's nothing to complain about there. It was only a 5-day gap between the release of this phone and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This put the N3 with 8 Gen 2 in a bit of an awkward position, but given that there is still not any other 8 Gen 3 foldable phones been released yet, the N3 is still the most powerful foldable phone for now. Unfortunately, the N3 we have seems to be buggy. It overheated and then crashed while the Genshin Impact was running, making it impossible to get full test data, so we can only test PUBG Mobile. It supports up to 60 FPS extreme graphics and can run very stably. We can't say it's a good gaming phone right now, but we can say it has a full control in light load gaming. The 67 watt of charging power isn't particularly good, but is above the PES line, and you can get a full charge in 40 minutes. Not be able to support wireless charging would be a small shame for me. The good thing is that battery life is good. It's much better than Mix Fold 3 in light load gaming. It seems to find N3 battery life is not too much to worry about. ColorOS 13 has a couple of new split screen features especially for the Find N3. First up is this very familiar taskbar where OPPO has brought PC control logic to the N3. The button at the very left looks like the Windows Start menu with all the apps in it. If you drag and drop an app to either side of the screen, it displays the two apps separately. Drag it to the center and it becomes a floating window. If there are apps that can't be turned into floating windows, OPPO still found a way to make them run at the same time. Although you can only see 2 apps, the switch between 3 apps is very smooth and you don't have to worry about them being killed by the system in the backstage. I don't often use the 3 apps at the same time, but this mode does work better than floating windows. No wonder OPPO highlighted this feature at the launch event. It does work better than expected. So it seems that OPPO did make a flagship foldable phone. This Find N3 is top-notch except for the performance that we couldn't confirm whether it's good or bad. The camera system is definitely the king among foldable phones. If you're a photography lover who wants to buy a foldable phone, it is the best choice. Oh, it has a multi-spatial speakers. It can make the Find N3 sound more spatial. At the end of this review, you can compare it with the iPad mini speaker to see who's better. I'm Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.
Hold turns to sun rays.